In today's video, I am going to be showing you how to create an Etsy shop from scratch. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go and click sign in. Before we get started, I just want to say that if you use my link to create your account, you will get your first 40 listings for free, and so will I. So it's both a win-win. I will have that in the description down below. And then at the very top, you're going to click register. This is where you're going to put your email, your first name, and your password in. I'm going to go ahead and do this, and then I'll be right back. Go into your account, and then you're going to scroll down to sell on Etsy. Click get started. Let's do this. And then you're going to tell them what brings you to Etsy. I'm going to put, I'm just starting to sell for the first time ever. I'm going to go ahead and skip a few of these questions, and then I can start my shop. This is where you're going to enter your shop preferences. So you're going to put your language, your country, and then also your currency. So all of this for me is correct. And then I am going to pick my shop name. I'm going to name this pretend shop Baby Shower Signs because that is what I'm going to be fake selling. This is where you're going to add at least one item, but if you have more, you can add more as well. First thing it's going to ask for is a photo. In the photos, you want to add as many as possible. You want to show it in all the different ways it can be used. So you'll see that when I add my photos, I have some big ones, some small ones, and then some in just different areas. When I added my photos, you can see the different kind of photos that I'm going to be adding for this fake listing. So the first one is just plain and simple. This is going to be a great first photo because this is what my buyers are going to be seeing. The second photo shows it smaller and it shows it in different use. So like you can make it as a poster, or you can make it as a little picture. And then the third one is just on an easel because I think it would look amazing on an easel. Now we're gonna adjust this thumbnail. I like to put the product pretty close up so it's very obvious what you are selling. I'm sorry if you are hearing any grunting. I have a newborn. The next thing that you can add is a video. So if you have a video of it, if you have a physical product, or you could even create one on Canva. Now we're going to fill in the title. You want to try to fill out as many keywords as possible, and I want you to try to think about what your buyers are going to be typing in. So I'm going to be doing a baby shower welcome sign. And so like I said, make sure you fill it out as many keywords as possible. They give you 100 characteristics, so fill them out completely. Now we're going to go into the about your listing. So the first one is who made it. You can either do I did, a member of your shop, or another company or person. So I'm going to put I did, and then what it is. It is going to be a finished product. This is for if you are selling like supplies or materials for someone to make something else. So if you're selling beads, stuff like that. And then when did you make it? So I'm going to put 2020 to 2024. If you are going to be doing custom orders, then you want to do made to order. But other than that, you're going to put when it was. In the category, I'm going to start typing in baby shower, and a bunch of them will come up. So I'm going to do banners and signs. The primary color, I'm going to put white just because the background is white. And then the secondary color can be pink because that's kind of what the flowers are. The occasion, so I'm actually going to put baby shower, but if your product's for any other occasion, there's a lot on here, and I think you can actually even put in your own. Then you can go and select that. Now, if I were to be making this for a holiday, I could be putting in the holiday. So say you're going to be making a Christmas shirt, you can put it under the Christmas category or Easter. This is not directed towards a holiday, so I'm going to leave that blank for me. The renewal options, I kind of am in between whether you should be doing automatic or manual. If you put automatic, it will automatically get relisted when it expires. And then if you put manual, you'll have to actually go and relist it. Now, in the beginning, I wish I would have done all of my manual because my skills increased so much that like I wasn't paying attention when my old listings were getting relisted and I forgot to delete them. So I ended up spending a lot of extra unnecessary money on items that just never sold and never were gonna sell just because the quality of them was not the best. So you can either choose whether you want to do automatic or manual. Automatic is honestly easier if you are going to be keeping it on your Etsy shop forever. But if you're not and it's only for a certain period of time, then I would do manual. Now you're going to choose whether it's a physical product or a digital product. This is going to be a digital product because they are going to be getting a link to Canva that will allow them to open up this template. In the description, you're going to just give a brief overview. You're going to put as many keywords in here as possible. Now, the one really important thing about Etsy is that you're not keyword stuffing, so don't just go and copy your title and put it in your description. You need to put it into a sentence. So I'm gonna put, this welcome baby shower sign will allow your guests to feel right at home when they walk through the door. So in this one, I am trying to give my buyers a sense of they need this. And I also have a keyword right here. So you want to kind of word your sentences to have keywords naturally in them. You want to try to make it not obvious that you're adding keywords into your sentences. You want it to be a good read for your buyers. However, when Etsy is going to be sending your listings off to potential customers, you need those in your sentences as well. So you kind of have to find the good median there. And then in the description, I put any kind of thing that's important for your buyers to know. So for this one, it is not a physical product. No product will be sent to you. This is a digital template. And I know I'm rephrasing that in a bunch of different ways, but I want to make it very obvious that this is not a physical product. So if you buy this, you're not actually going to get the sign. You might think it's a little bit silly to do. I've had people ask me how to order sweatshirts that are in my size charts, and I tell them multiple times that this is a digital product. I'm selling the size chart. I'm not selling the actual sweatshirt, but they still ask. So it's important to rephrase it, make sure people get the point across. Production partners, this is for if you are going to be a print on demand seller. If you are, you're going to want to add your production partner. And then your section, I'm going to put in boho baby shower sign. This is also another area where you need to make sure is it packed with keywords. Now the tags are going to be the same thing that you're going to be doing on top, but you're going to be doing on the bottom, but you should be thinking of a few other tags. So I'm going to do welcome shower sign and enter. And the one thing about Etsy is you can only use keywords that have a maximum of 20 characters. If this keyword is really important for you to add, I would make sure you either add it in the tags or I would add it in the description. And then you can put in the material. This is important if you are selling like maybe like a silk pillowcase and the silk part is the most important part. Then you're going to be adding that. Now you're going to be trying to find a price. What I personally do is I go on to Etsy and I find the average price between them all, and I kind of look whether my item versus the other items, look at the quality difference. If my item is going to stand out a lot more, I'll put a higher price, but if it's not, then I'll put maybe a lower price. You do have to remember that you're a little bit biased just because you did create the item. So at first, I usually go on the lower end, and then as I start getting sales, I increase my price. So I'm going to put $4 because it's a digital product, it's a template. For the quantity, you can do up to 999. Since I am not physically going to be producing this item, I'm actually going to go to the very max. But if it is a physical product, don't go to the very max, because if you start getting a lot of sales, you got to try to still keep up with those orders. So it's very important what you put there. Personalization, this is for if you say are making a custom order and they can add in their own name. So like I was going to be purchasing a pacifier clip, and you can add my daughter's name onto that. And so I would have put her name was blank on there, and then they would make that. So that's where the personalization is from. This is where you're going to attach any files that your buyers are purchasing. So if you're going to be purchasing like a size chart, you're going to be putting the size chart in there. Or in this particular case, I may be selling a template. So I would put the template file in there that has the link to get the template. I don't have it saved right now, so I'm just going to post this right there just so I can continue. Etsy does have a no returns and exchanges for digital downloads, so that's actually locked, but if you are selling a physical product, you will be able to change this. And now it says, great job on your first listing. One step closer to your first sale. Consider adding a few more listings to start. This gives buyers more chances to find your shop. So like they're saying in this, the more items you have on your Etsy shop, the more chances you have to be shown in front of more people, and AKA have more of a chance to make more sales. So that makes sense. I mean, if you only have one listing and Etsy shows it to 5 people, you only have 5 people to potentially make a sale from. But if say you have 25 listings and Etsy shows it to 1 person each, then you're already going to be in front of 25 different people, which gives you 25 different times of having a sale. So the more listings you have, quality listings that is, the more chance you are going to make a sale. But for right now, I'm just going to do it later. Now you're going to be putting in how you're going to be getting paid on Etsy. You're going to put your name right here, your last name, your date of birth, your address that you live at. If you want to share some more information on where you lived, and then you're going to connect a bank account. I'm going to go ahead and do this, and I'll be right back. You're going to add in your billing information. So we will add 20 cents to your bill for the listing in your shop, because we are going to be listing an item. So it's going to charge us that 20 cents. If you added more, it's going to be 20 cents times how many items you added. So I'm going to go ahead and put in all of this private information, and I'll be back again. Okay, so now my shop is finally active and I would be able to start selling.